Hey guys, this is Gary Lamb signing on, and today I wanted to discuss a problem that we have in the black community. Now, if we don't stop this thing, we're going to be the permanent bottom class. I don't see much of a way out because I don't know how we can stop it. But if we talk about it, we say something, maybe we can collaborate, maybe we can get together and figure something out. I don't know. But I'm just going to put my 2 cents out there. And I've been told that I have a hard message and an even harder delivery. So I'm gonna do my very best to tone down the delivery because there's not much I can do about the message. The message is gonna hit no matter what I do. But I'm gonna see what I can do about the delivery. So I'm going to not use any profanity, or at least I'm gonna try not to, because I enjoy the cuss. And I'm gonna try to keep my excitement down to a minimum level. So without further ado, let's get to it. I have an issue with my car, and it's a check engine light on, and it's been on for about a month now. I've done things to try to diagnose and fix the problem, but everything I've done has fell up into this point. So I'm forced to go to a mechanic to have them look at the car and see if they can find it and fix the problem. Now, the code that is reading is P0171, and what that means is that my car is running too lean. And for those who don't know anything about cars, when your car runs too lean, it means that your engine is taking in too much air and it's throwing off the ratio mixture. So what your car has to do is demand more gas to compensate for the extra air. And this causes a symptom, whereas you get poor gas mileage. Now, you can do whatever you want when it comes down to treating the symptom. You can get a gas treatment that may clean out your injectors and make your car run a little smoother, but it's not going to stop the extra burn of gas. You can go and get you can get better gas. You can go to Exxon instead of Mobil or whatever. You can get high test versus regular, and no matter what you do when it comes down to it, you're still going to burn extra gas. You might get more performance out of the car, but you're going to still burn more gas because you're treating a symptom. You're not fixing the problem. And that's what we're doing in the black community. Instead of taking the car to a mechanic or taking the car to a professional to find out what the true problem is, we're just treating a symptom by complaining about the thugs, complaining about thoughts, complaining about no jobs, complaining about all the poverty that's going on in our communities. When in reality, that's all just symptoms. You can take all the cops in the world and put them on every single street corner there is when it comes down to the black community. And I guarantee you, after they clean up the streets with all these thugs, next week they would be littered with new thugs. Because the thugs are just symptoms. You can stop talking to every single thought. You can stop giving them any type of attention whatsoever. At the end of the day, they're gonna increase in numbers as well, because thoughts are the symptom. You can give every one of these assholes a damn job. Go right ahead. All they're going to do is create more bills for themselves. They're going to buy more kicks. They're going to buy more gear. They're going to buy more drugs. They're going to just keep buying stupid stuff that they don't need. That's not going to help their net worth in one iota. Because the problem isn't poverty. That's just a symptom. The true problem in the black community are single parent mothers, to single mother parents, single mothers. That's the true problem in the black community. It isn't the thugs or the thoughts or poverty. It's single mothers. They're consistently producing more illegitimate bastard kids with these terrible upbringings and terrible mentalities. They keep recopying themselves and reproducing themselves to do the same nonsense that's been happening for the last 40, 50 years. Now, I don't know how we're going to stop the single mothers in this country. They're too well funded. I don't know how we're going to stop it, but we have to stop it somehow. Maybe we have to go to the source. Maybe we have to go to the government and demand them to stop giving these people money. But I don't see how we're going to fix it. I don't see how we can do that. Maybe someone out there knows something that I don't. But the problem is definitely not the thugs. Again, talk about them all you want. That ain't going to stop them from coming. You got to stop the assembly line first. You can talk about the thoughts. You can talk about the whole ass mentality. You can talk about that all day long. But until we get these kids out of the hands of these single mothers, we're going to consistently have this friggin' problem. No matter how hard we try, no matter how many times we knock down another freaking drug house, no matter how many people we inject jobs into the community, no matter what we do, as long as there's single mother homes in this damn community, we're going to consistently have this problem. Yes. The message is hard, especially if you're a single mother, because God knows you don't want to hear this. But ask yourself, what are you really doing for your children other than maintaining them? What are you doing? Are you really raising them properly? Are you really raising them to be an outstanding gentleman? Because if you are, why are there so many thugs out here? Why are there so many deadbeat dads out here? Why are there so many asshole men out there in the black community? Really? If you're raising your daughter to be such an outstanding person, why is she pregnant at the age of 16, 17, 18? Why? It's about time you take inventory of your own actions as well. Because, let's face it, you are producing these kids. You are bringing these kids into the nasty communities that you're already in. You're not taking yourself out of this. You're not. You're living in the same communities that these crimes are happening. You're not doing anything for your children. Maybe I'm talking to the wrong person, because we already know you can't talk to a single mother for nothing. She's too independent. She's too strong. She's too full of herself. She's too queen bee-ish to be criticized, right? But what about you? Miss Real independent. Miss Real about her business. Miss Real what was it? Team no kids. I don't even know why y'all do these hashtag things, but whatever. Why aren't you speaking out? Why aren't you doing something to help out? Why aren't you not screaming at the top of your lungs? Because these single parent homes, these single mothers, these thoughts, they are a direct reflection on you. You may think you're an individual, but you're not. Because everybody that sees you, they freaking put you in the same bunch of these thoughts and single mother homes. Parents. They put you in the same category. They lump you all together. Why aren't you saying anything? Why are you just being quiet? Scream, shout, say something. They're affecting your ability to live a happy life. You may not think so now, but what happens when you want to start that family? When Black women are more likely to stay single the rest of their lives than any other woman on the planet. 21% of the Black women in this country will get married. 21%. Do you have any idea how low that is? And it's not because you're not beautiful. It's because you're dangerous. Or at least you're perceived to be dangerous because of all the illegitimate Black thoughts out there and all the single mothers out there that's speaking for you. They're raising your flag, saying they're independent. They don't need no man. They're the ones waving the flag, ladies. And you are picking up the dirt because of it. Because you may be that bitch. You may be that number one. You may be that ride or die. You may be that perfect angel that you claim to be. But men like me, men like the women that you are interested in, they're not going to see you for that because they're going to be too afraid to even take that chance. And guys, all the men out there that call themselves real men, why aren't you saying anything? Because while you're walking into a store with no intention of stealing anything, the loss prevention guy, he's looking directly at you. And no, you may not be up to any good. You may be just going in there to buy your stuff and keep it moving. You might just be up and up all around, no matter where you go. But the stigma still sticks. My God, you still are lumped into the same nonsense with these asshole thugs. You're still lumped in, and yet you sit silent. Why? When it's time for you to actually shine and get up and get out of this nonsense. When it's time for you to find your wife when you want one, when you want to start a family, guess what hurdles you're going to have to jump through? You're going to have to pass the "Are you worthy?" test. You're going to have to give your social security number. You're going to have to give your freaking EIN if you have a business. You're going to have to give your credit card number. You're going to have to show where you live. You're going to have to show your job. You're going to have to show that you're not a pedophile. You're not a rapist. You haven't accused of anything. These are the things you're going to have to deal with because of all these assholes that's running around. You should be saying something yourself. And yet, you say nothing. You sit silent, just like everybody else, and complain about the symptoms instead of getting to the root of the problem and killing it. Stop sitting around, ladies and gentlemen. Stop just sitting there doing nothing. Make a change for once in your miserable life. Say something. Stand up. Don't allow a rowdy black woman to just go off on a clerk simply because they got her order wrong. Say something. Speak up. Don't just sit there and be a freaking coward when you see somebody doing some horrible crime. They're sitting there selling drugs right in front of your damn doorstep where your kids are supposed to be growing and you're not going to say anything. Speak up. Stop being a pussy. Say something. Because as long as we are silent, as long as we just sit there and don't do anything, as long as we just let single mothers just go on producing basket kid after basket after basket kid, guess what? We're going to always be the bottom class. And we're going to always have to jump through hoops just to prove to everybody else that we're not like them. And I'm sick of trying to prove myself to people that I don't know. Let's do something about this. That's my video.